Nithyananda, this is Mark and welcome to NTV News live from Vidya Ashram. It's Wednesday, April 11th, 2012, the year of meditation. Now for today's headlines. A Bhagavad Gita discourse was replayed for morning satsang. We'll have a review of last night's replayed esoteric evening satsang. And eNNews Summer Yoga Camp. eNNews Summer Yoga Camp. Kapil Taru Corner on Nithyananda.org, Akashic Record Readings, and Be Unclutched webinar April 15th. Cure blood pressure in 21 days, and Inner Awakening and Genius beginning next week. Now for today's top stories. In the morning replayed discourse, the Swamiji talked about experience and belief.
Bhagavan is describing now the impossibility to know it by ordinary senses. How can a confused mind perceive? Bhagavan is saying, oh fool, with this mentality which you are having now, you will not be able to perceive it. Why don't you just relax? Why don't you just come down? Why don't you just rest? It's a wonder. Some visualize. It's a wonder. Some verbalize. It's a wonder that the one who is deeply established in Sravana and Manana, listen and realize, and yet none know it at all. You can't talk about silence. I can't say much about unspeakable. I only can say it is unspeakable, that's all. If I go on saying more and more words, then I am trying to speak on unspeakable. It's like talking to somebody who is already lost in some dreams. I can give you some references, crass references. Kathopanishad says, of that self which is not available for the mere hearing to many, and which many do not understand even while hearing, the expounder is wonderful, and the receiver is wonderful. Wonderful is he who knows under the instruction of an adept. Here again the impossibility of the description of ultimate truth is explained by Bhagavan. Bhagavan comes very clearly. He comes out very clearly in this verse. It's not possible to grasp by the senses, no question. You will be able to grasp by confused mind. Maybe you can sit and contemplate for a few minutes.
And in last night's esoteric evening satsang, the Swamiji talked about a Gauri lifestyle.
They never waged wars. They never killed people. Only when somebody is dead naturally, to liberate that person, they consumed a bit of that human flesh. Understand? When that human flesh is consumed, the person is liberated from all the biomemories. It is literally powerful way of liberating. And not only that, your stomach, intestine, is the place where you are vulnerable to your biomemory. Please understand. Any signal which destabilizes your intelligence from enlightenment starts from your navel. Whether lust, anger, agitation, greed, fear, anything which takes you away from your enlightenment centeredness, takes your mind away from enlightenment, takes you away from superconsciousness. That signals, those engrams starts from your navel. If your navel is powerful enough to digest human flesh itself and makes the human flesh part of its own flesh, it will be so strong, it will not allow any biomemory, any signal which will destabilize you from your consciousness.
Vidity Ashram is offering an eNNews 20 days yoga summer camp, May 6th to 25th for ages 8 to 16. The cost is 5,000 rupees for 1 week or 10,000 rupees for 20 days. This includes food and accommodation, a 40-year professional yoga teacher, and all the benefits of living in the energy field of Vidity Ashram. Email eNeducation@nithyananda.org or surf to eNeducation.nithyananda.org to register. And local news from Vidity Ashram, Kapiltaru Corner. Submit your sincere requests to Swamiji and he will personally attend to your prayers. Your prayer will be read out to the wish-fulfilling banyan tree and then to Swamiji. Your prayers are attended within 72 hours. Swamiji attends to your prayers sometimes by fulfilling them and yet sometimes by not fulfilling them. Please understand that prayer is not gambling with God. Prayer is a beautiful, deep feeling connection that you experience with God. And always, only the highest good will happen for you. Nithyananda.org. On Nithyananda Television, Cosmic Archives are the mystical records of all the events, words, thoughts, and actions that have ever happened in the cosmos. Now, for the first time, an avatar who is the embodiment of the cosmos itself opens himself in a language that we can understand. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is opening himself up for the benefit of humankind and will download from the Cosmic Archives. Get all your questions answered. Call 9180-2727, 9999 to get your questions answered live. And do you want the fastest way to enlightenment? Are you confused by so many different paths? Do you want one simple technique, one solution for health and relationships that works anytime and anywhere for creativity, dynamism, and decision making? Just be unclutched. The webinar is April 15th at 8 p.m. Nithyananda.org/events to register. And cure blood pressure in 21 days and learn the Nitya Kriya for curing hypertension and 108 other diseases for free. Nithyananda.org. Inner Awakening for adults and eNNews for kids both begin next week, April 14th. The fastest ways to transformation and a long life of health and enlightened consciousness. Get all the goods and register at innerawakening.org and eNeducation.nithyananda.org. And that's all from NTV News for now. Thank you for joining us, and let us end our news with a bliss dose from the Swamiji. Without esoteric powers experienced and expressed, life, especially spiritual life, will be boring. This is a powerful entertainment. We'll see you next time on NTV News. Nithyanandam.